take a listen, tune in the Supercowboy Show. Princess Angie co-host, we talking Dallas Cowboys news. That's a man that fell, reaching fans coast to coast around the world through the air. Always showing big support in the communities, keeping you informed of how to help the charities. Welcome NFL super fans around the globe. Bring that energy, it's a Supercowboy Show. Supercowboy and Princess Angie connect, having fun under the old Metroplex.net. Angie live every week, bringing special guests. Stay informed, get some laughs, have some fun, it's a bet.
On screen, there we are. Welcome to the Super Cowboy Show on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon here with my host.
Hi guys,
Princess Angie.
Are you sure you're live on Instagram? I don't see you on Instagram.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I think so. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. I was just checking.
I see us
On Instagram?
I see us live. Hold on, let me see. We'll try it one more time.
It doesn't say.
Here we go.
Now you're there.
Now we're live. I hit live on Instagram. We're live on Instagram, guys. What's going on? I'm bringing back the Super Renegade.
Oh my God.
Angie didn't want me to bring back Super Renegade, but Super Renegade is back March 30th.
Well, I mean, NFL's still not done just because the Cowboys are not playing.
But the Cowboys are done. And I'm moving on to the Renegades. Just with the jersey. We're going to talk some Cowboys right now.
We
haven't been on.
Why? What happened? Were you under a rock after?
I was depressed. I was contemplating what should I do? Do I continue supporting this team? Or do I change? Somebody at work told me, "Hey, what happened to the Cowboys? What are you gonna do?"
What did you say? I don't want to talk about
it. I was like, Super Niner sounds kind of,
What? What?
No way, Super Cowboy.
What?
No Super Niner. The hell with the 49ers. We don't want them to make it anywhere. We don't want them to do anything. There's 14
I don't know.
left, Angie.
I was going to say, I don't think I want to jump right on this topic right away, but with all that going on with the Super Bowl logo and the 49ers, and I'm just saying.
I told Cowboy Guard that we were going to talk about this on the show, and I completely forgot about it until you have to bring it up because you're one of those conspiracy theory people.
I'm just saying. What? You want to talk about it then? Are we going to start off right at the...
Let's talk about that. So according to you and a bunch of other people, you are saying that because of the logo colors, the Super Bowl is already set. So don't even play these games this weekend.
I mean, I want the games to be played because I want to see if it is going to be true. But according to the logo, it's supposed to be the Ravens and the 49ers, and apparently it was shown on the news somewhere where it said, who was going to perform.
That. Everybody has that going on.
It was everywhere, that saying that so-and-so was going to perform at the Super Bowl, Ravens versus the 49ers, and it was are you kidding me? Are you kidding?
So you're saying me, no. You're telling me that you have fallen into the curse.
It's not a curse,
but into the conspiracy theories that those are the teams. It has nothing to do with. It's just if you maybe go back, those are the best teams.
You go back to the history of it, that's kind of how it has landed.
It's not the history; it's the past.
Yeah, the past 3 years. Yes, the past 3 years. So I'm talking about that short history, that past 3 years. So if you're going back to that, you're seeing the outcome of it. And if you've been watching, have you not been watching the past couple of games? Or you've been too busy watching 90 Day Fiancé?
90 Day Fiancé, don't knock my show. You'd be watching and being hooked on it too.
No, I'm not watching that.
You watched it before.
I've been sitting down watching football. I've been watching football.
Sorry, I've been watching football, not me. Anyways, I don't believe in conspiracy theories. Okay, it's not that easy to have those teams make it to
That's
the
what
Super
you
Bowl.
keep saying,
It's
though.
not unless
you keep saying that is not
unless
true.
it's a close game and the refs somehow.
But have you not
blow
watched?
the calls.
Okay, but have you not watched? Like I said, the past couple of games. If you see the past couple
The
of games,
refs blew the calls?
no, I'm not saying the refs blew the call, but it's just the way that it has happened. It's like there's no way. Like, for example, we're gonna go, a little bit back with like Green Bay, and I thought, oh my God, okay, Green Bay is, taking on the lead, they're winning, and then which then kind of leads to another topic against the Cowboys. But we'll come back to that topic right there. But and then all of a sudden, what happened, right? So it's just all these things that are happening that it's like, wait a minute, is this the truth?
So
is this?
guys,
But I want to see.
Let me know if you believe this. Let me know if you believe this conspiracy theory.
Everybody's talking about
49ers.
it. Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah,
do I want to see?
Don't believe it,
do I
want to
see the 49ers? No way. I don't want to see the 49ers. I don't want to see the 49ers. That's not who I want to see at the Super Bowl. Of course not. It's just you're telling me you don't believe in this.
Of course not. Why would it be scripted? What are you going to script in there that they're hurt also? Like
that's what you keep talking about.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. In this weekend's games, you got the Ravens and the Chiefs.
Uh-huh.
So let's say Lamar Jackson breaks his leg, and somehow the backup can't get it done, and they can't win the game.
Well, obviously, when it comes to injuries, you can't really. Unless you're paying somebody to break someone's leg or something. I don't know.
What I'm trying to tell you. It's not that easy to rig an NFL game. You have to have all players be in it.
It's just crazy.
We got a comment here from Dwayne D. Martinez. Hey, Supercowboy, Princess Angie. Susie Q is offended. You said season not over just because Cowboys lost.
Well, if we're talking about football, NFL football in general, the season's still kind of going on.
The season is going. Not for us. I just want my numbers to hit.
That's what I keep seeing. I keep seeing that as well.
I just want my numbers to hit. But I don't believe
you don't believe in it.
No.
There's a lot of people out there that do believe in it. I just feel like the more and more I watch football, the more and more I'm like, I don't know. This is and okay. So also think about this, right? So the Cowboys don't make it; they lose, and then now you start seeing all this drama happening.
It's not that. It's not that they don't make it and they lost. It was an embarrassing loss. One of the worst losses.
I was trying to be gentle here, Super Cowboy. I was trying to be gentle.
People make fun of me from other teams when they see me and we lose a game and they say, "Oh, I would wear a mask too if I was a Cowboy fan." I'm glad I wore a mask for this playoff game because my face. If you would have seen it, it was just horrible. It was embarrassing. It was like you didn't even want to be there. You know what I mean? And you stick it out as a fan. You're like, no, I'm going to stick it out. I'm no quitter. I'm not going to leave early.
A lot of fans did leave, though.
A lot of fans in the third quarter were leaving. Yes, they were. I kind of stuck it out. I kind of wanted to leave not leave, but start walking towards the door because I didn't want to hear the Go Pack Go. All right? I didn't want to hear it. It gives me a headache.
You were ready to go a long time.
I wanted to leave. I didn't want to hear it. I've heard it before. I wanted to get the hell out of there.
So you were there at the game, right?
Yes.
I was there at the game.
Fortunately.
How do you feel, though, since we're touching on that game? I know it's been a little while that
we needed some time.
But I was going to say, yes, because it's just the emotions. Everybody's emotions are all-time high. And, I don't say that the emotions should not be high, obviously, as Cowboy fans having the same, the same thing. Kind of
I'm still getting texts from other fans.
And if you look at, you're going to keep getting those messages for ever. But being there at the game, I don't know how you felt, but I felt from the beginning it was off. Something was off, and I don't know what it was. Like, it just felt off. The game just felt off from the beginning. It's like the vibe was off. It just seems like the players weren't 100%. It was just so off.
It was. I don't know. The vibe was off. I got the text plug saying, "Would you take off mask this year?"
Oh.
On Instagram. What's up, people on Instagram? We're live on Instagram. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it.
Yes, we're talking some football here.
I know it's some football.
Supercowboy has been under a rock for a little bit.
Mask. Maybe I'll take it off. I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
What? I don't believe it. I don't believe this.
Mr. Hard Knocks himself, Patrick Milan. What's up?
Hey.
It's been a while.
Yes, it has been a while.
I mean, we did what? The Wanna Taco show? That was what? Like, was it the Saturday before the game?
I was going to say, it was the Saturday.
Everything's a blur now. Everything's a blur now.
It's okay, Supercowboy.
Cold, felt like being in Green Bay. Yes, I mean,
it was cold.
It was football weather for sure. I loved it. Yeah, the weather,
no, you didn't. You were cold too.
I was cold, that's what it's all about.
If you were cold, I was freezing.
That's what it's all about. And this whole time, I'm thinking the people that actually have, like the Buffalo Bills, stadium, and
that's crazy.
Those stadiums, how can they? I could barely be out there in the tailgate. Without trying to find the heater.
There was one game, was it the one in Kansas City? They were getting a lot of calls of paramedics to come in because of how
crazy
cold
people taking their shirts off.
Well, you saw at the Kansas City game. But let's go back a little bit, circle back to the game I know you do not want to discuss. But
I'm okay now. I could talk about it.
I was going to say, is this the reason why there was no show, Supercowboy? Were you kind of trying to put yourself together and kind of...
I didn't want to cry in front of everybody.
Is that what it was? Is that what it was?
No, I'm just playing. I did cry against the 49ers 2 years ago.
No more of that?
No more of that. I got interviewed before the game, and I'm pretty sure they didn't air that. What I said before the game. It was one of those weird games. Everything was falling in place. You got home field advantage pretty much. If you win this game, you got Detroit coming here.
Conspiracies.
You know what I'm saying?
Conspiracies. I'm telling you, there's conspiracies.
This is why I say it's not even like disappointing. It's not sad. It's embarrassing.
But
I'm embarrassed.
Think about it.
To be a Cowboy fan.
Are you really?
Like,
are you really?
It's just embarrassing. I told somebody, if these players come out and go to the store and hang out and party, like, I don't know how they can do it. And I guess maybe they just don't care. So, because I would be embarrassed. Seriously.
What's the embarrassing? And I'm not questioning you. I just want to know, like, your perspective of what's the embarrassing part of it.
The embarrassing part is we're the only team that lost at home. We lose to the 7-seed Packers. We don't just lose. I don't mind losing. I don't like it, but I'll lose by a point, a field goal, maybe even a touchdown. And say, hey, we tried, we gave it our best. It was embarrassing. It was a butt whooping. It was like touchdown after touchdown after touchdown after touchdown, interception, touchdown, interception, like to the point, like missed field goal. And I'm like, what else could go wrong? And everything was going wrong.
But that's what I was telling you, that from the beginning, being there at that stadium, everything just felt off from the beginning. It was just off. I don't know how to properly explain it or say it unless you are there, but it just did not feel like the Cowboys came out prepared. It's kind of like they had given up from the beginning.
They were not prepared.
No, it's like it felt like they came out and either they took it for granted, right? Either they were like, oh, we got this. I don't know what it was, but it just felt off.
It was horrible. The last horrible playoff loss could be against the Vikings.
But think about something, though. If we're talking about this conspiracy thing going on, right? They couldn't allow the Cowboys, let's say, to win if we're talking about the conspiracy, right? If we're talking about this conspiracy, because it's like if they would have won and they move on, right? Then the 49ers wouldn't be in there according to the logo. I'm just saying.
There's no conspiracy. They cannot have that many players be on the same page. You're telling me They're getting paid extra payments. You know that, right? Like for every playoff game, they get more money.
But we're gonna.
So you're telling me some of these players are like, let's have the 49ers and the Ravens get the checks instead of us.
But
Can you get more money to make the Super Bowl too?
But see, that's the thing, exactly. Okay, so we're touching on that. See how this kind of rolls in there. So you're talking about the money and the payment and all of that. So now you start talking about what's happening with the Cowboys team, right? And how all this drama is unfolding, right? And you're talking about CeeDee Lamb's mom and Micah's brother and Dak's brother. Everybody. Hey, you was gonna say everybody's mom, grandmas. Yes, everybody's coming out and talking smack. But it's like it seems like they're kind of saying there's more to this than fans know. Right? So it makes you think, yeah, you're saying payment, but is there something else kind of going on in the sense that either like Jerry Jones, there's something that I don't know that we don't know as fans kind of happening within the Cowboys organization?
Somebody asked me today, okay? It's been, 2 weeks now since the loss?
You've been kind of trying to like blur that.
Somebody asked me today, I was walking by and they're like, hey, you!
Oh my God.
You're an expert on this. Come here.
Oh,
and I'm
no.
like, what? Why can't the Cowboys get over the hump? And that's what he asked me. And I said, I can't give you an answer. He's like, well, that's crazy because everyone that I asked this one person and they gave me a weird answer. And like, I never heard that answer before. And I was like, what? It's Jerry Jones? Yeah. It's Jerry Jones' fault. And that's why they can't get over the hump. I personally don't believe it's Jerry. Maybe it's his fault because he won't get us a coach that can motivate these guys to play well. I can't put my finger on it. That's what I told him. I said, I'm at the end of it, I'm going to say it's coaching. It's coaching, and it's some of these players just don't have it in them. It's the scheme. A lot of people are talking about Bill Belichick coming over here. I was for it because
you were.
The culture will be different with a Bill Belichick. You wouldn't be messing around and just doing whatever the hell you want. So that's why I was for it. Now we got McCarthy again. My problem with McCarthy again is we're going to go 12-5 again for 4 straight seasons. That's what you're telling me? We're going to do it again. We're going to go and have a good season and make to the playoffs. And he's saying he knows how to win. Well, then what happened? That's what I would have said if I was a reporter there. Andrew, you got to get in there.
I know.
I got to make it happen. I know how to win. Then what happened? You got outcoached, outplayed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you guys didn't even show up.
But even if you ask like the players or like everybody else, it's like, what is the issue? It's always like, you don't know.
Dak is like, put me on the list. Okay. It's just, I think it's a culture thing. I think it's you think so? It's not, they don't have a winning
What's
culture.
Different?
Like they're winning the games. Yes, we won the NFC East. But it's not, it's more of a me thing. It's per player. Like Micah, I want to get sacks. I want to be the player, defensive player of the year. I want to go to the Pro Bowl because we have a lot of Pro Bowlers. So
it didn't matter.
I'd rather have no Pro Bowlers and make it to the Super Bowl.
It didn't matter to have all these Pro Bowlers. It didn't matter to win the NFC East. None of that mattered at the end of the day, right? If they couldn't execute where it mattered the most, which was during the playoffs. And that's where the rest of the season pretty much, look at Green Bay. They barely got in. A lot of these teams barely got in. And look, though they power and they wanted more. So why couldn't the Cowboys do that? Which we can go on and talk about because we talk about football all the time, Supercowboy, and we have these conversations. I wish that we can pre-record these conversations.
Exactly.
And it's just there's so much to talk about. But that game, it was just insane. It was just insane. That's all I have.
We get made fun of haters out there that we choke, And this time I'm like, we're at home. It's perfect. We're perfect at home. We have to win this game, at least this game. A lot of people were waiting to lose in the division round. They're like, oh, we're going to lose again in the division round.
And I did ask you about that. Yeah.
We were pretty kind of confident. Like, we should be able to win this game.
And you know what's the crazy part about it is that I wasn't confident. It's like I didn't feel confident. And
you haven't been confident about this.
I haven't, no. And it's like, and it's not me hating. That's not what it is. It's just watching the team, the way that it went from at the beginning, the defense looking good, and as the games were progressing, it's like I saw the defense declining, then I saw the offense declining, and I was like, what is going on? I didn't see that potential. They have it, but then for some reason, they wouldn't 100% do it all the time. And I would tell you all the time, I said to you, it's like, look, if the Cowboys don't fix the run game, both in offense and in defense, stopping it and actually doing, getting yards within offense, it's not going to work.
That's what I said. I got interviewed before the game, and they said, what is it going to take for the Cowboys to win this game? I said, we have to run the ball.
Yes.
And we have to stop the run.
Yes.
And Aaron Jones just freaking ran the ball all over us, and we couldn't get our running game going.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't get anything going.
No,
CD was dropping balls.
That's what I'm saying.
We scored points, but that was just garbage time. Like, they didn't even care no more.
Yeah, it was towards the end that it's like, okay, so at least we're not getting really blown.
Yeah, so the score looks like, it was kind of maybe close. No, it was not close. It was 27-0 before halftime.
That was just like that's what I'm saying, being there, it just felt wrong. And I was just like, how much is it for Uber? Just because it's just that feeling. It's because it was I can't explain the feeling. It was just not a good feeling. It was just not a good feeling. Do you want to read some comments, Supercowboy?
I'll get some comments. What's up going on Instagram? We got some people on Instagram. Ready Michoacan says, bottom line, our team culture is not ready for winning. That's what we're talking about. No conspiracy, bottom line, no running game, and can't stop the run. Honestly, our team was missing pieces of real championship team. Coaching. We got another Bilski metric call. They are not mentally tough like older Cowboy teams.
And that's true.
They refuse to use certain adjustments. Yes,
and that's very true. He brings up a good point because we've talked about this many times, and then I'll let you continue in the comments. Because we've interviewed older generational players.
We talked to Kevin Smith, Kenny Gant.
We've talked to
those players, and Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith. They come out and talked about what's going on.
Yes, and they say all the time that it's just different football, the way it was before to now, because now as soon as you become a football player in the NFL, especially with a known brand like the Dallas Cowboys, right away that's it, right? You're good. You're set for life, right? Because now you start getting endorsements right away. Because everybody knows America's team, right? The Dallas Cowboys. So it's like from the beginning, you're like, okay, I'm done. So it changes that mentality of the player where I'm not hungry to get, even though they say they are, right? But it's just different.
It's a mentality thing. It's a mentality thing for sure. And another thing, we were on that topic of what happened at that game. I know, Eric, that was a couple of weeks ago. We also don't pick up that missing piece. You know what I'm saying? Like other teams do.
Yes.
Like the Rams went and got, Odell Beckham Jr. that one year, and they went and got.
Where is he now?
That's what I'm saying. They went and got pieces. They got, Matthew, and all of a sudden they win the Super Bowl.
Exactly. But the Cowboys don't do that.
And the 49ers did it too. They got players in there.
Yes.
And that makes a difference.
But
for some reason, we don't have the money or we don't want to do it. I don't understand
That's what I'm
why.
saying.
That is one thing that Jerry doesn't do anymore. And he knows we should. Like when he went to go get Deion Sanders, when he went to go get Charles Haley. Those are the moves you got to do to put you over the edge where you want to get to. And we're just not making those moves. We'll go get like Cooks, which is fine. He did, he did his thing here and there in games. But Odell Beckham Jr. was available, and look at him now. He's with the Ravens.
Exactly. And that's what I was saying. Where is he now? And the same thing like you were talking about with the 49ers, right? You take away these players away from Purdy, and what happens, right? So it's like you do have these players, these key players they can put in and make such a big impact. It's like when it comes to the Cowboys, you saw that the line, they were struggling with the line with injuries and all of that. Why wasn't it fixed? Why wasn't it? It's just like, oh no, we'll just pay this person. You know, they should be good. And it's like, no, why are we not picking up where it's needed? Like you said, these key players, just pay them and get someone good.
Exactly. We've got some more comments here. They ran better with the backup lineman. Super Ram says, go Rams. We ain't talking about the Rams right now. I don't want my picture taken right now. Why they sign players but won't use them? Yeah, exactly. We got some more comments over here on Facebook. Dwayne, DQ was worried about his head coaching interviews, so he didn't put any effort to game plan. I don't think that's what it was. I mean, they get paid a lot of money. Mags, Twinsy and Supercowboy, what's going on, Mags? Dallas Cowboy Angel. Dwayne, you don't need a bunch, just need 2 to 3 important layers or players and refs. Jerry controlling who gets the ball after T.O.
Yes,
Beasley.
Exactly. Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
I got something to say about that. Okay.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm all ears.
T.O. got cut. Okay? And he still wanted to play. Dez got cut. He still wanted to play. Beasley got let go and talked all kinds of smack. So you're talking about 3 players that still wanted to be Cowboys, but now all of a sudden, years later, all of a sudden they want to talk about Jerry says who gets the ball and who doesn't get the ball, and it's another conspiracy thing. You know?
Do you feel like maybe they didn't feel comfortable enough to kind of speak up until they started seeing all the drama unfolding? And now they're like, oh my God, okay, now I got something to say.
Why not? Why were they not comfortable? No one's picking them up. They're not playing.
Just saying.
They're not playing. So I don't know if I'm going to sit there and...
It's just there's a lot of drama happening. This is a novela.
These players that are not with the team anymore, and they didn't leave nicely. Dez was all pissed talking. I remember about Sean Lee that he was a snake. Remember?
But you think that's why he's over there saying what he's saying? There has to be some truth to something.
Some truth that Jerry basically is saying, hey, get the ball to this person instead of this person.
They're saying because of money. Yes, because it's like that way you don't have to pay them as much money. Because they'd be like, oh, they're not that good or something within those lines. It's like they control who gets the ball to kind of control that aspect.
Not only are they controlling it that way, but they're also telling their coaches. Like Beasley said, his coach came up to him and said, hey, just to let you know, you're not really going to get the ball that much this game. Like, really? You're going to go tell a player you're not going to get the ball.
You think, though, that he's lying and he's coming out lying?
I don't think he's lying. I just think it depends on the game. You know what I mean? Like, I see the coach coming up to someone and say, hey, you know, they're really going to double you in this game. Like, we're going to try to get the ball to this person instead.
But like you said, how can you control that, though?
But
so how would you know to control it?
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you. In the game, you're telling me Beasley or Dez or whoever the hell was open, and the game is so fast as a quarterback. It looks slow on TV. You're like, oh, what the hell? How come he didn't throw it to that so-and-so? If you're there playing the game, to those that played the game, it's so fast that you're going to tell me that Romo or whoever the hell is going to be like, oh, no, I can't throw it to him. He's open. I got to throw it over here. No. Wait.
Could it be?
There was a word in there that I wanted to say.
But could it be? I mean, could it not? Can it be true though? And that could be the reason why it's like everybody talks about. I mean, I'm not defending that, but it's like they're saying, "Well, do you see Dak is looking that way?"
I don't believe
because it's already planned per se.
I don't believe it.
I don't know. No matter what,
do I believe
the issue?
I believe like Dak, like right now, Dak said, "Oh, like on that damn interception." Do I believe that before he even snapped it, he was like, "I'm gonna throw it to CD no matter what." I believe he probably
There has been though lots of plays though that I have said to you. So basically, this is something that I talked to you. Excuse me.
It's easy.
I'm joking here because it's like before this whole kind of started happening. Right at the beginning of the season, I had mentioned to you, Super Cowboy. I said, like, there's something with CD and Dak. I said, something is not right. Right? It just the vibes and everything. And then at the next game after that, you started hearing about it in the radio, and I told you, see, Super Cowboy, I said, see, I'm not lying. There's something, right? There's something kind of going on.
He wanted the ball. Yes, he's not happy.
Yes, and then after that, supposedly, they talked about it, they hashed it out, and Dak kept throwing it to him no matter what.
But so, of course, I believe in that. I believe in Des would do it all the time. You would see him yelling and going crazy on the sideline that he wanted the ball and blah, blah, blah. That's how the receivers are. They're prima donnas. They want the ball all the time. They get pissed off if they don't get it and we lose. And then why not? Why did you throw it to me? That's just how it goes. That's how receivers are. So do I believe that? Yes, I believe that was going on. They had to talk about it. And are they still happy about it or whatever?
I don't think they are, obviously,
no,
because and for the mom, CD's mom, to be coming out and tweeting or X, whatever it's called, posting messages wherever it is that she's posting, that just tells you though that CD's having those conversations, right? There's no way the mom's just like, oh, let me come out of nowhere and start talking about this.
I don't know where she's getting this stuff from,
but that's what I'm saying.
That's also a problem where family members are coming out and saying
exactly.
stuff instead of not saying anything.
That's what I'm saying, all this drama unfolding. So I feel like that's so unprofessional because it just feels like I understand everybody's frustrated as fans, as Cowboy players. Everybody's frustrated, but frustration's not going to get anywhere. Look what happened with the Eagles. And it's like they thought they were badass. There was a lot. Yes, exactly. They start falling apart and they looked horrible. So you don't want that. And that was something that I always used to say, and I was proud about the Cowboys. We're like, yeah, that you have like your TO or certain players that do that drama, but you don't see it as much as we're seeing it this season, where I'm just like, OMG, like what is happening? There is a lot of stuff going on.
Got some more comments here. The team plays based on who the owners feel should play. No, fam, they said it back then. Yeah, they said it back then when they got cut and they were pissed. Terrence Williams. That's a perfect example. Terrence Williams. Patrick Creighton. Robinson. These are players that you thought they were going to do something. They got cut and that was it. You never heard from them again. Yeah. They disappeared. They're gone. Nobody signed them. Maybe they signed them for a year and then you never heard from them again. Super Ham says, let's go Vegas for the Super Bowl. Let's go to Vegas. Metrical, my friend said, as long as we relevant, only the fans want to win rings. $2 billion assets. There's a lot of money going around, but that's why when we're talking about conspiracy theories and they want certain teams, or they already know who's going to make the Super Bowl. Like I say every year, they talk about this.
What, Super Cowboy?
If the Cowboys make it to the Super Bowl, the tickets would be insane. Insane.
But they already are expensive organization, though.
So much money. Like worldwide, if the Cowboys made it to the Super Bowl, that's what I was saying. If the Cowboys made it this year with the Bills, it would be like the craziest thing ever.
But that's not the logo, okay?
But that's not the logo, according to you. I'm just saying, like, how are they gonna? They have this all this money, all these millions of dollars right in their hand. They're like, oh, let's just script it for the Cowboys to make it to the Super Bowl. And they're like, nah, let's go back.
But the Cowboys are already expensive, and the Cowboys everybody talks about. So the Cowboys, no matter what,
go with the 49ers and Ravens. That's more better.
No, but I'm saying the Cowboys as a team, they're all relevant no matter what. They're
But
good,
still,
whether
we're
they're
talking
bad,
about
they're
money.
relevant. Yeah, exactly. They're still getting money. They're still financially out there because everybody's still talking
I'm
about.
talking about the NFL. I'm not talking about the Cowboys. Yeah, the Cowboys. Jerry's going to make his money. People are going to show up to the stadium. I said, let's boycott. Let's not go to the games. No buy jerseys. Don't buy anything.
But also think about it. Don't you feel like the NFL also is making a lot of money with all this conspiracy theories kind of going on and everybody talking about it and
I
everybody?
don't think they're making money out of it.
Okay, they're also making money with the whole Taylor Swift right now and her being on there, and now you have all these Swifties watching, right? So now it's kind of like switching, like, oh, okay. So they'll probably watch something. Maybe they'll change something this coming up season when it comes to like females and football and stuff like that, because it's like now it's like changing because of Taylor Swift and that. I don't know. I'm just saying.
We got Michael Madrigal. That's easy. We can't stop the run. We don't have a running game.
Yeah,
yes, that's exactly what happened.
Yes.
The game feels like they forgot the plays. That's Patrick Milan. That's how it felt like.
It just
the
felt
Q's
so
being outsmart
off.
every coach who was with him in Atlanta. That's they're not head coaches. Yeah, pretty much his coaches were under him, and now he's getting beat by them. We're gonna watch a game. I'm gonna show what I'm talking about. Dak, what? Super guy with Supercowboy. We're gonna watch a game. We watch all the games.
And I think when he say he wants to start pointing out stuff that you'll be like, see,
get the all 22, so I can see who's open, who's not open.
We gotta do more of that, so that way we can kind of see.
I gotta watch those videos
and do that breakdown. And all I'm saying,
and if Dak doesn't have the time to throw the ball to somebody that's wide open, I swear to God, I'm gonna punch the wall, because everybody's like, look at that guy who's open, and Dak is over here in his back. Like, that's another problem, too, offensive line. Like, it's not like he had all day to find somebody. And that was one of the issues right from the beginning. We got the ball. We were on offense. He couldn't find anybody open. Anybody. According to what we were watching.
According to other people, though, there was people that were open, receivers that were open, but apparently Dak was not looking that way when everybody was coming and rushing. I'm not defending him because I'm just saying in general. I said it all season. I'm not fully defending him. Is he perfect? No, he's not. I'm just saying I want to watch the whole thing and kind of be like, okay.
Like, it's not that simple to play quarterback. It's not that simple. It's not Madden. It's not football. Press A and he throws it. It's like, you got to do your reads. You got to go here, there. And then sometimes you're not even to your second read and you're getting sacked already, or they're giving you pressure, and it's a hard game to play.
And then
I'm not trying to say it's not Dak's fault. Yes,
no, that's what I'm saying.
He didn't, I would say run.
Exactly. That you see other quarterbacks running, and that's how they're getting the yards. That's you saw, against the Bills. You saw they were running.
Lamar Jackson, run.
Exactly. All the quarterbacks, they've been doing it because it opens up. Because now, as the defense, you're like, oh my God, okay, is he gonna run? Right? Is he gonna throw? You start like kind of questioning yourself. So yes, I agree with you on that. He should have been running more.
This is crazy too. How about Mississippi Dak? Mississippi State Dak. What did he do in Mississippi State?
Well, do you think
Angie, what did Dak do in Mississippi State? He ran the ball.
Yes, but do you feel, though, he was told not to? Because he kind of started at the beginning of Dak era with the Cowboys. He was running. Then he kind of broke his leg. And then from there, things kind of changed. So I thought, okay.
So I thought it was the leg.
Exactly. I thought, okay, maybe it's because he broke his leg. He's trying to be more cautious because he doesn't want to be out the season in case of anything. Or I was like, or did somebody say something? Because now with all these things coming out that everybody controls everything, it makes you think, did somebody tell him not to run? But then again, why would they do that? Don't you want to win, like you said? Wouldn't you want to win?
That's what's frustrating, if the receivers were not open, if he didn't have enough time.
Sorry, guys, if I'm yelling. I'm just very frustrated with football right now.
Why not? Sending me messages.
You're getting messages already?
Why not run the ball? That would open up the receivers. If they're scared of Dak running, why not run him? Do some run plays for him to, snap and go. Something that changes up the momentum of the game. They were not ready for Dak to run. They were like, Dak's going to sit there and we're not going to let him throw it.
And that's the thing. So
they can't run it with a running back. We have a fullback, and we still can't do anything.
And all the other teams were prepared that he was going to throw, and they were afraid that he was going to throw these long passes, and they knew he was capable of throwing these long passes, so that's what they were preparing for, right? Obviously, the run game wasn't working, so they knew he was going to throw. So what do we got to do? We got to rush. Because then he's going to have to throw quick, and if there's nobody open, there we go, right? It's just this season coming up. I know, like I said, there's still some football kind of going on, but what do you feel, though, that the Cowboys have to do differently this coming season for things to change? You would think that by getting a new coach
for them to win. Like, I'm going to be truthful. I wasn't 100% confident we had the best team that's going to make it to the Super Bowl. We don't have any running game. Some of our linemen are on their way out. Tyron Smith, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have CD, but do we have like a true number 2 receiver that they're scared of? Gallup disappears. Then he shows up here and there. Cooks is here. Sometimes he catches one. You know what I'm saying? It's not 100% like these are our main players and we're going to win. And you know what I mean? Even though the numbers are there. Dak
and that's what's
for
crazy.
MVP,
and that's the crazy part about it, that the numbers are there. And
same with the defense. We don't have good linebackers. We had tiny little dudes. I think I'm bigger than them.
Even like talking like defense-wise, corner-wise, what happened? It's like Gilmore came back, but then
he was playing with a messed up shoulder.
Exactly.
Like, really? We don't have a backup for him? We don't have a rookie guy that's faster and stronger or whatever that could play in this playoff game? No, let's go with the old guy with the messed up shoulder.
But that's where you have your defensive coach, right? Why is that not being worked on?
Maybe
Why
it's
is
money.
that? And now it's going to be
want to pay somebody else.
And that was going to be my other question when it comes to Dan Quinn. How are you feeling about that and him interviewing for coaching positions?
I mean, that's just how it goes. I mean,
but are you happy about it if he does leave? Are you not happy about it? Are you kind of like, I don't know?
This last game, I'm very disappointed with everybody.
So you kind of are like,
I wanted McCarthy guy. I wanted Dan Quinn guy. I wanted a clean house. Everybody get the hell out of here. You guys did not show up to this game. You were not prepared for this game. You didn't show anything in this game. Just get out of here. That's how it was.
Yeah, but think about it, though.
No, you can't do it. A 12-5 team, you're going to just start over?
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to tell you.
You can't do it.
How can you start over on a team that they haven't been the best. They haven't sucked, right? So it's just this consistent pace. So as an owner, as whoever's in charge of the Dallas Cowboys organization, do you kind of take everything you have underneath and start over again? Right?
Which making it down here. Start with a new coach, pride? And are we talking about pride his own people? Belichick will, if we have gotten him, then he was going to bring his own coaches and start over with that.
Exactly.
And a new offense and blah, 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 blah. It's just frustrating and embarrassing. I'm still embarrassed. This game was embarrassing, and I didn't even play it. I was just there trying to cheer. Like, we couldn't even cheer. It's third down, and then we're down 27 points.
And it's like, people are like, come on, let's cheer.
Third down, so what do you want us to do?
I was trying to cheer, too, and I was like, nobody around me is
like, it was hard to cheer. It was hard to, like, come on, guys, let's go. Like, okay. The whole stadium is just in shock. Like, it's cold as hell outside.
But at the end of the day,
like, you want to leave.
Like you said, at the end of the day, like you were saying, it's like, how can the Dallas Cowboys start from the beginning, right? Like, how can they?
We have to have a strong draft and then go from there. We got some more comments real quick.
I know before we got to go because it's late and people probably got to go to bed.
Film. He says, yeah, we got to look at the film. I guess they're not looking at the film. They're the ones that get paid millions of dollars.
I don't, and you would think that though. Honestly, talking about film, since you mentioned it, you would think that as coaches, you are looking at all the film and preparing and seeing, okay, what's not working, what is working, right? Exactly. So it's like, I don't understand the issue or the problem.
Dallas Cowboys Chris, what's up? He says ran. So I think he wanted to say run. Patrick Milan. So true. Run the ball. Dwayne, no defense. No defense is afraid of Dak. They don't respect his legs because they know he'd rather force a ball than run. Yep. Super Cowboy, they said Amari Coop was useless, yet in Cleveland he killed it with shitty quarterbacks. What could have done had he got 122 catches and 200 attempts like Lamb? Coop took balls to the house in short. But the whole Coop thing, it wasn't about him not being good. It was just one of those things where they just didn't want him here. Just personality-wise, whatever vaccine issues they had, they didn't think he was a team player. Because he didn't want to do
like that, more
he
of a
didn't want to do
team player.
Certain things.
That's
why they got rid of him. I didn't agree with it either. I mean, Lamb and him would have been awesome.
Exactly, up to this day. So but that's what I'm saying. What
that's
changes?
Where Jerry does get in there, or whoever, Will McRae, Stephen Jones. Somebody said, let's pull the plug on Coop, and he was gone.
Exactly. Comments on Instagram.
We got here from Metrical, you can't go 30 years without winning. Yes, corporate Swift can't have Mahomes lose 2 Super Bowls. But in that note, let me see real quick before we leave here.
Oh,
I got a special package.
Oh, Angie.
even though
and this is where
I'm moving on to the Renegades, we have a special package sent to me.
I didn't get a special package because I ain't cool. I am not cool like that.
You're not a special lady.
Yes,
you are.
I'm not cool like that.
Look at this, Angie. This is from,
okay. Let me see. Let me see your presents. Let me see your presents.
I want to get the name right. This is from Big Game Big Chain on Instagram. Big Game Big Chain, all right? Been wanting to get a chain, a custom chain. And look at what came in the mail. Oops. Look at this. Does that look like me? No. Hell yeah.
Don't be showing off your stuff.
We're closer. I wish I could have had this on the second playoff game that we never got to play in. Look at that. Awesome. We got the Mexico flag there, USA. So, guys, if you guys want a chain like this one that I'm going to be sporting, Big Game Big Chain on Instagram. Hit him up. Let him know you saw me with one of his custom chains he made for me, and get yourself a chain. And they're not expensive, guys. It's awesome. This one has it even has little chains here where I have my license plate on my
I'm letting you have your present.
Thank you. But big shout out to Big Game Big Chain.
All right, chain guy.
Right? Big Game Big Chain. So,
and then my present is.
What present? What'd you get?
Nothing. I went like nothing. This with nothing on it.
You got a sticker here. It's a sticker for you. Big Game Big Chain.
Oh my God.
Dwayne wants to fight, I think.
He always wants to fight.
What is he saying now?
It's like he always wants to fight. We're just gonna leave it alone.
Where do these supposed stories come from, though? Anybody has said Coop was bad teammate?
There was stuff saying that it wasn't because he wasn't a good team player. There was,
and he didn't like Dak, or I don't know what. I can't remember. I lose my mind. But there was a bunch of stories about that. Then why let him go, Dwayne? Dwayne
likes to fight. Dwayne likes to fight.
Okay.
He likes to.
Why would they let him go? They didn't have to pay him that much. I think, they were going to pay him the same.
Oh.
It wasn't a money thing.
All right. You want to finish up the comments so we can wrap it up, Supercowboy?
I don't know. Maybe he slept with somebody's wife. I don't know.
Hey.
No rumors are going to start.
I was going to say, don't start rumors now.
No rumors are going to start.
Finish off the comments. Come on. Go.
Patrick, badass, bro. Thank you. Yeah, it's a badass chain, man. So you guys want to get hooked up? Big Game, Big Chain.
But let them know Supercowboy sent you.
Let them know, Let them know you saw it here, and I'll post more about it. But they hooked it up. It came out awesome. Dwayne, Angie needs to be wearing a crown since Supercowboy wearing big chains. We got to get you a foam crown. Oh, we can get a chain with... No, we can get a chain that says Princess Angie on it with a crown on it.
I'm gonna say something. For this is Dwayne and Supercowboy and super fans. I kind of let you guys have your thing,
You're
and
not
I
a
step
super fan.
back.
You're not a super fan.
No, I'm saying I like to step back and kind of let you guys have the floor, right?
You
Because I'm
can
already
still
cool
have
like
it.
that. I'm
Oh,
just
sorry.
kidding.
You're too
Okay.
cool for a chain. That's what you're
No,
trying to say.
no. I'm saying.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, go.
Patrick, I can't see that emoji. I'm blind. Angie, you can see it. I put
Oh,
it up.
it's a face like
Oh.
a slapping.
Michael Madrigal, badass. Thank you, man. It's a badass chain. They did a good job doing, because he called Dag the Black Kirk Cousins.
Oh
Well,
my
there you go. Maybe that's exactly. That's what I'm saying. You're saying where are these stories, but you're telling me the stories.
He's making those rumors up now. Any comments on Instagram?
No, that's it. That's all we got. Thank you guys. I want to say thank you to our sponsors, Front End Inc., La Sirena Mexican Seafood and Bar, Juana Taco, and Mr. David Martinez Entertainment. Thank you guys for your sponsorship of this show. We're going to continue doing our show, right, Angie?
Yeah, are you back from being under a rock?
Yes.
You're good?
I'm back.
Now we can talk football again?
I'm showing my face, kind of, because I still wear a mask.
Well, then in that case, yes, we're going to do more shows. So make sure that you're following us on all social media platforms. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube.
Yes.
So that way we're
Please
going to be
subscribe
posting
to
more
YouTube.
on
We're trying
YouTube.
to
We
get
got to
close.
get better.
We're trying to get close to
We
go
got
live
to
on
get
YouTube.
better. You know, life happens, but this season has to be better. So make sure that you guys are following. Follow me. If you're not following me on Instagram, Facebook under Angie La Princesa, or you can find me under Princess Angie on TikTok, like I said, Facebook, Instagram, all that goody stuff, and follow Super Cowboy, and make sure you stay tuned for more.
Yeah, follow us. There's more coming. There's crazy stuff coming on with us. So follow us on social media, Super Cowboy on everything, TikTok, X.
I know I got to post more on X, not Twitter,
What just happened
whatever.
here. Let me see.
What you do?
No, and something came up here. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, see you guys.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.